there's been a very good sales job on heat pumps as the way to make a home far more efficient, far more competent for electricity. The issue is that an awful lot of properties, heat pumps don't work very well. Um, you don't need to be up to sort of full passive house standards for a heat pump to work, but you do need a well insulated house. Um, if you look at the way that heat pumps are sold, there's quite an easy and simple way to say, is my house well enough insulated for a heat pump? And that's find a cold winter's day, turn your heating system down to 50 degrees, which is about the temperature of water you're going to get through a heat pump system. And if it starts to feel cold, you either need to insulate it first or put a lot more radiators in. And the vast majority of British homes, that's going to be the case. We've also got the same sort of thing that happened with smart meters, that one of the reasons the smart meters aren't that bright is that the utilities went out to their existing suppliers of dumb meters and said, can you make a smart meter? Now, those meter manufacturers, I mean, they're really good at metalwork, they're good at welding, all of that sort of stuff. But suddenly they were being thrown into secure wireless comms and they didn't know which way to look. If you had a CV and you just put sort of meter and Zigbee and wireless on, you could have got a job. The problem is there are jobs in places nobody wanted to be, as most meter manufacturers tended to be agricultural instrument equipment suppliers sort of 10, 20 years earlier out in the sticks, which wasn't where bright young techies tended to work. And we're seeing the same sort of thing with heat pumps, is because they potentially cannibalize gas boilers. Gas boiler manufacturers are being encouraged to turn themselves into heat pump manufacturers. They haven't got the patents and the IPs for them. They haven't necessarily got the bright young people. It's a bit like sort of go back 100 years, a politician seeing cars come in would go out to sort of horse breeders and say, can you do horses with wheels? And we just haven't learned that if you're making radical shifts in technology, that will have impacts on industries. And you need to think about what's the most efficient way to get the product we want, rather than just saying, well, let's see if we can evolve the people that are currently our suppliers. And I mean, that's an issue for politicians. No politician is going to want to say, I'm going to support a bill that will actually result in industry in my particular constituency sort of going down.